In the least shocking celebrity couple breakup of all time, it looks like Musk is on his way out in Trump world. I'm not one bit surprised by this. I'm actually surprised that Musk was stupid enough to believe he had a place in Trump world at all. Donald Trump doesn't do partners. He doesn't do co-presidents. He doesn't want anybody to outshine him in any way. The only people who can last around him are people like Stephen Miller, who are not only evil and compliant and will do whatever he says, but they're basically invisible. They're in the shadows, because in an autocracy, there can be only one. It's like the movie Highlander, right? There can be only one. Musk was never going to fit into Trump world because he's the world's richest man. Don't you think Trump looks at that and thinks, why is it not me? I'm the best businessman on earth. How come Musk has more money than I do? There was always going to be competition and jealousy, and especially when Musk, who's actually pretty cheap, he doesn't spend a lot of money on things like housing and healthcare for his employees or taking care of his 15 kids. He doesn't like to spend money on stuff. Trump really wants people who are putting money in his pocket constantly. That's why he likes Middle Eastern regimes that are just like, sure, take this bribe. How about a jet? How about a palace? Musk was supposed to give a Trump PAC $100 million. He pledged it. He hasn't given it yet. And they're noting that, hey, what happened to this money? Why hasn't it been given? Musk is always going to resent being hit up for cash donations because he's pretty cheap and Trump's pretty cheap. They're both pretty corrupt. They're more used to getting money from the government than having to pay that out or help each other in any kind of way. Trump's probably sitting there thinking, well, I did that Tesla commercial on the White House lawn. How come Elon hasn't given me $1 billion yet? That Tesla commercial that did not help Tesla sales at all. I'm guessing that might have went negative that month. I'm not a bit surprised that two men with enormous egos and who are more used to being the grifter than being grifted, that they inevitably butted heads, and that Musk is not going to last very long in Washington, and he can never become president. And so he can't become the full autocrat like he would love to be, and now he's on the outs looking like a damn fool. And once again, somebody close to Trump wound up worse off than they were when they started out with him, which is not shocking. Trump has fucked over anybody who has ever had the misfortune to get close to him. Two things that prove Musk wasn't a smart guy was the fact that Trump has betrayed everybody, every wife, every business partner, every Trump University sucker, graduate, anybody who's ever been near him has been grifted for money, and Elon should have known that. And two, in an autocracy, they don't like people like Musk. You look at Jack Ma in China and look at all the oligarchs that Putin's had killed. All these businessmen who back Trump should know that in an autocracy, no one is above the leader. All this stuff about, we got to tear down this government and sleepy Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, that was always so fucking stupid to think that a 3% tax cut was more important than in an autocracy. Nobody can outshine the leader, and we are obviously threats to that power, and we are in danger. Usually the richest man in any country, a dictator takes over, he doesn't stay the richest man for very long. They want to surpass him. So he's always going to have a target on his back. That all these rich assholes didn't know that. It's why they're not any smarter than you or I are. Musk proved himself an idiot and a fool when he got into bed with Trump, when he should have been fighting him. He should have been given $100 million to Kamala's super PAC, not Trump's. Never was a billionaire before he got government help, before he received the Tesla subsidies, the Starlink contracts, the SpaceX government contracts. He needed the government's help to become a multi-billionaire. Then they tried to put him in charge of government spending. The guy who's received a lot of government help is going to tell career government officials, your $50,000 a year salary, that's too much, and we have to cut that, and this is just too much waste, which they must have thought, the fuck? This guy's going to be telling us that we're wasteful spenders when he's received tens of billions of dollars in government help to run his companies and become the world's richest man. But now he's more reliant on the government than ever because nobody's going to buy Teslas. So if Trump cancels the SpaceX or Starlink contracts, Musk is genuinely and truly fucked. The breakup between him and Trumpolini was inevitable and proved that Musk was a fool not to see it coming.